I like the scream now to check to make sure the bot is on. Thank you. Welcome in, Nia. Hi, Sharn. Hello, Allison. Hope everyone's doing well. What is this? It's a Derpy Tamagotchi. Have you watched K-pop Demon Hunter, Shiz? It's the You've Got Mail Cat. But have you watched it? Have you not watched it? Because if you have it... Okay, you did. Whew! I was like, you're gonna love this movie. This is, nope. Hang on. Here's what it will look like. Some perler patterns? Oh, heck yeah. So, it's a Tamagotchi. And then I also have this one. And then the fabric that I'm stitching this on is hand dyed by moi. And Derpy's gonna go on the other side of it. So, or I'm sorry, Sussy. Derpy's on this side, and then Sussy is going to go over there on the darker side. And I'm thinking that I'm not going to fill in, because, like, if you look at the pattern, like, you'll see here how this one's kind of purple. And thank you. I haven't dyed fabric in a long time, and it was a lot of fun. Everything's expensive now, so. And then this one's kind of gray, but I think I'm going to leave it, like this, so that you can see the color of the fabric through it. Or sleep on the couch next to you while you were... Oh no, that's rude. Let me pull chat up on my phone because I'm going to be looking down a lot at the pattern. Just so I don't miss anything. Oh, yeah, I guess that they did switch that at the top there. I almost wonder if they did that to try and not have like it flag. Like it's close. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yes. Golden has been topping charts. Like there's talk about it winning like all sorts of awards and stuff like that. It's the Hun Moon is safe. Hi, Sister Coyote. So you can't hear me? Hi. I think if you do exclamation point pattern, the link to this should come up. If not, I'll update it. But just in case anyone wanted. I keep forgetting where I am, so I should probably just highlight it, huh? Hi, girly. Yeah, I know. Pippin ate the rest of that, huh? You're gonna have to get better about telling her not to, because we're gonna be gone for a couple of days. And that means that she could just eat all your food. So you should probably get better at telling her not to. Yeah? Hi, Petrichor. Y'all, it is so gross here. It's so humid, it feels like soup outside. I wonder what the humidity is. It doesn't tell me. Let me look on my phone. Oh, it's gross. There's a thunderstorm warning. Okay. It is currently 89 degrees here, but it feels like 101. That's a disgusting difference. Humidity is 71%. I love that. No. Yeah. That's way worse than even Florida is right now. Come get your weather. The bot is on. I don't think that it recognizes the command unless it's first. I think that it only recognizes it if it's the first thing in the sentence. Don't worry, Sharn tested by screaming at the very beginning of stream. And I was saying that I like that that's now how we check to make sure the bot is on, is just to come in and scream. Your humidity is 40, yours is 20. 21, yeah. It feels like soup, and we're taking care of all those animals. Well, I should say in the morning I'm taking care of all of them because James is at work. He helps in the evening. So nothing is quite as nice as feeding chickens in 101 degree weather with 70% humidity. Designated screamer, yeah. Dual purpose, testing the bot and being frustrated. Yeah, no, it's good. It could also be dual purpose joy. You know, if something good happens, you could scream because something good has happened. Yeah, I agree. Getting sick, like getting a cold in the summer is just rude. You're like, it's not even cold. You don't make any sense. I hope that you're at least feeling a little better. I keep double checking, but it's because I don't really have a lot of reference out here in the middle of nowhere. Expect I'll start to improve more tomorrow. I hope so. Sending all the healing vibes. So I called my allergist to see if there was a way, if they could like test to see if I was having an allergic reaction to the Effexor, because we were thinking that maybe that's why I've been having the hives, because it started a little while after I started taking the higher dose. And I freaking love this allergist. They've been out of the office for like a week. And they were like, oh, well, you know, she's just finishing up with a patient. Like, she's in with a patient right now. I'll ask her when she's done, and I'll call you back. Like, okay. Okay. Thanks. You know what's unfortunate? This is one too many. I was like, wait, this isn't lining up where it's meant to. What did I do wrong? And then I looked over here and I noticed that's supposed to have 2 stitches in between, not 3. Hi, Raccoon! Speaking of screaming. Hi, Lockpick! I'll have to undo that in a little while. I don't... Not the miscounted stitches. Yeah. I mean, I can take it out and put it in. I could also leave it and see, because in theory, it just will make this, like, stripe go all the way to the thing instead of having a 1 space. So, yeah, like, it would... Or actually, it would just keep it from being 2. So there's supposed to be 2 stitches of light blue in between the black. So there'll only be 1. So I'm going to leave it for right now. I'm going to keep stitching the outline. And if anything, I may just, like, adjust it later. Oh, yeah, no, the whole top of the screen. Somehow there was only supposed to be 2 there. Yeah, I'll see how it looks. I'm not going to frog it right now. I am going to make a note, though. So that way, if I'm counting, I'm not like, what? Why is this? So I'm going to point 1 row off. That way... I should probably write it in a darker color because I'm not actually going to be stitching this. I can't read that. 1 row off. There we go. So, I'll figure it out later. But that way I don't end up being like, wait, I have to fix something here. That's all I'm going to notice now, though. You know? That's off. I hate when that happens. A baby tree porcupine? That sounds adorable. And spiky. Y'all, I feel kind of bad. And I don't know if I should, like, say anything to my neighbor. Or if I just... like... So, the bunny... Hi, Sally! The bunny and the kitty that we're watching... And the chickens... The cat has no toys in their house. There's no scratching post. Nothing. And now that the whole family, all 4 kids, and the dog are out of the house, I feel so bad because this cat has, like, nothing to do. And, like, I don't want to overstep because it's not my place, but I'm like, why doesn't your cat have any toys? Like, I understand that they really seem to be... I look around my house and I'm like, damn, I should try to be a little more like them. They don't seem to buy things just to have them. They buy things like as they use them, need them. Like, there's no clutter. There's no excess anything in the house. And again, gosh, I could take a little bit from that book. But I'm like today, this sweet kitty, I'm trying to bring the bunny outside. And the cat is, like, flopping on my feet and, like, meowing at me like he doesn't want me to go because he has nothing to do. They seem bored. Okay, that could work. That actually could work well because, again, like, they're not home. Yeah, look at him. He's so sweet and he's young. Like, look at... I'm trying to go down these, like, old stairs. Their house was built in, like, the 1800s. And I'm like, please don't, like, knock me down. But he's like, no, don't. He's so sweet. Look at... Hold on. Would you like breakfast? Yeah. Little chirps. Hello, sweet boy. Hi. Nice baby food. Yeah. Like, he's so sweet. Okay, let's put together a thing, and I won't send it until, like, later after we feed him. But maybe, I know, they're so cute. So, like, maybe saying, hey, just wondering if Sonic has any toys. No, if... Exactly. Again, they have, like, 4 kids under the age of 11. Under the age of 10, I want to say. Maybe under the age of 11. They're all young. I was wondering if... If Sonic has some toys stashed... Oops. Stashed away somewhere. He seems a little bored when I come by and doesn't want me to leave. I think He misses the chaos, the family. I mean, I could also say something like, I'd be happy to bring something over if you'd like. I don't... Do you see her pawing me? You can't. She's pawing my shoulder. I could say something like, if not, I'd be happy to bring over some extras, or just leave it like that. And then I can always say that later. Okay. So I said, hey, just wondering if Sonic has some toys stashed away somewhere. He seems a little bored when I come by, and he doesn't want me to leave. I think he misses the family. And I could say the family and his playmate. Because, so they have a mini doodle. And her name is Maple. And it was really cute because the mom, like, my friend, right, was like, I'm so sorry. She goes, I know that you guys have the name Maple already for your cat, and I don't want you to think, I'm like, it's not the only, like, more than one animal can have a name. Like, I don't think you guys stole or copied. Like, this mini doodle is literally the color of maple syrup. Like, it is the brown of what maple syrup looks like. That sounds fair? Okay. Oh, hi. Have an arty. Thank you all. I appreciate that. Because I was like, I don't want to make it sound like you're a bad pet person because you don't have toys for your cat. But I'm like, not even a scratching post. Like, scratching posts are great for them to relieve stress, like, when they have, like, extra energy. Like, it's just such a good, it's a good thing for them. Hi, Pippin! Why do you both keep trying to go in my bedroom closet? Should I send it now or, like, when I go to... maybe I should send it now. Instead of when I go to feed him. Because then I could always bring him something to do. Either time works. I'll send it now. I'll take a big breath. Boop. Sent. Hey, James, are you in your office? Oh, okay. I don't know what the girls are doing, but they keep trying to get into the bedroom closet. Like, Pippin's in there right now. Trying to get into it, and I don't know why. You'll take a gander. Y'all. Oh, okay. Does it smell weird?
I found a mint on the ground.
So,
That hangs well.
yes. I love Ponyo.
No, it smells like a closet.
Okay, and the floor outside the closet doesn't smell weird? Like someone yacked or...
Nope. I'm not seeing any discoloration either.
Thanks for sniffing the floor. Got 3 boops and little kisses when I went to work today. Even the timid baby actually let me boop. Oh! How old are they now, Petrichor? Yeah, Artie was trying to get in there. Pippin was... I'm like, what are we doing, girls? Oh, my allergist is calling. Wait, James, come here. Okay, hold on, y'all. She's so nice.
I wish every doctor could be like her.
I do too. She's so nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's anything that they can test. Like she was just looking up, you know, the stuff with the Fexer and, like if it's something that you can have either a blood test or a skin allergy test to see, and the answer was basically no. And then what was it that she said, James? That it was more likely to be like a I don't even know. I was just on the phone with her. Hi, Dottie. I love this too. Also, Sharn, I freaking love that. Like a sensitivity versus a reaction. Yeah, it just stinks because trying to switch like a anxiety medication means that you have to taper off of it and then taper onto something new. And it's just no fun. It ends up being a very difficult process. So that's why I was kind of like wondering if they had anything, because she was like, you know, it looks like you might be able to get like, you know, a testing, like you could test for almost like serotonin. She's like, but most people, if you like do the skin prick thing, it's gonna like flare. And she's like, you know, just because you get a positive doesn't mean that it's positive, and just because you get a negative doesn't mean that it's negative, so the easiest thing to do is just to switch, which is not an easy thing to do. Can they skin prick you for the red dye and the meds? So I've been off the red dye one now for 2 weeks? 3 weeks? And the tricky thing too with like dyes is that they can't, it's another one that they can't always like prove / like disprove. It's one that can come up with like false positives and false negatives. So it's tricky. Yeah. Well, again, the easiest thing to do with those sorts of things is just to eliminate them. So, like, again, I stopped taking the one with the red dye. The interesting thing is that if I take Klonopin, which is my fast-acting anxiety medication, the next day the hives are way worse. There's more of them. They itch way more. And I don't think that it's that. I've literally been taking that medication for decades now. And I also completely stopped that one. The only time that I took it recently was for my birthday so that we could go out to brunch because I really wanted to go out. And sure enough, like the next day, I was like, I itch so bad. And, you know, I don't know if it's just that I'm, again, like if there's something weakened, if there's something, I don't know. And I just share in case anybody has any ideas or hypotheses or whatever. Like, the next step is I'm going to reach out and talk to my psychiatrist. Because the tricky thing with, like, Effexor is that I'm also taking it because it helps with the vestibular migraines. So, I don't know if I stop taking it, if, like, the vertigo, like, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know if that means I have to go back to the drawing board for that. It's a time. It's confusing. You're leaving now? Okay. Thanks for hanging out with me. So I can now shift my legs though. She was sitting on me. I couldn't move. It's illegal, you know? You gotta let the kitty stay where she's at. What's everybody else up to today? Anyone else crafting or gaming or thinking about doing those things when they're done with work? Working. Hoping to play the new bookshop game. Oh, it does look cute. It definitely seems like if you know a decent amount about books, it's that much more enjoyable. I know we hate stress as a cause, but even as the thing that makes the hives worse, yeah, as the anti-anxiety meds, the high stress activity. Correct. So it's like, okay, I took the Klonopin. Is it that I took the Klonopin and the Klonopin is causing extra sensitivity to the highs? Or is it that I took the Klonopin, had a high stress event, and the high stress event caused an increase in the hives and the Klonopin has nothing to do with it? Yes, I'm on that wavelength too, Sharn. It's, yeah, I'm not sure. Crocheting a stitch, cute. Working like at Tiny Bookshop when you get home. Can't wait to try the new game. Oh my gosh, I love that everyone's so excited about this game. I love that. Definitely feel free to like share what y'all think about it in Discord and everything. Because I'd love to hear. Sat next to a fan because of the heat wave. It's gross here too. I'm almost finished the page of my dragon sitting on a bookcase cross stitch. Just needs to do the back stitching. That's exciting. Love getting those finishes. Oh, you finished the other mini today? How was this mini? Was it less like... I know that you said it was more pieces, but I also know that you had like a million little cherry blossom petals before. Oh, I'm sorry, Belzy. And, oh my god, not the period on top. At least you're home. I'm glad you're home. I hate when stuff like that happens, where you're like, wow, thanks for just adding insult to injury, because I was already feeling really crummy. And now my body is like, you didn't give me a baby, time to rebel, and you're like, I didn't want one right now. Calm down. For the sake of adding it, yeah. No. I still love it, but I enjoyed making the other one more. Gotcha. Our bodies are horrible like that. They really like to mess with timing. Ooh, a Dratini. I'm glad that you took something. so often we don't. We're like, I'll be okay. I'll suffer through. But if taking something helps, you know, I'm glad that you took something. And I hope that it helps. Not perfect, but it helps. Hooray, some of us caught it. Not all of us, because Pokemon could never, but... At least it wasn't rude and was like, no one caught it. Hee hee. I'm so quirky. Yeah, that's rude. Woo! I love it when you go from like both sides and it meets up correctly. That's always such a relief. When I get you Pokemon, yeah. Honestly, you should. You should definitely get Pokemon. Yeah, it's a good feeling when it lines up. It's the worst when it doesn't, and then you have to try and figure out why or where the problem happened. Alright, now time to close this, because right now it's all little half stitches. I think it's Midol. Oh, here you don't need a prescription for Midol, but I don't know how it is other places. Like, Midol is, I believe, ibuprofen, caffeine, and I forget what else. But Midol helps me a lot. Acetaminophen, caffeine, and antihistamine. Decided that not having children at my age is not acceptable. Yeah. Yeah. Again, very dramatic of our bodies to, like, get mad when we don't have children, but also then make us go through carrying a baby and birthing said baby. Like, that, all of it is very dramatic and very painful. It doesn't seem fair. I think that's so interesting that it's the same medication, but it has different names depending on where you are. So today, when I was talking with Mrs. Gluon about this last night. We were texting and just chatting. Like, the way growing up that we didn't have phones, right? We didn't have this ability to just like doom scroll, and we always had like other things to do. Why is it that now it's like one of the first things I look to do is to doom scroll? Like, instead of getting stuff done or whatever. It's annoying. It's pretty stupid. But anyway, I was looking on Instagram and I saw a video for a company that sells like a whole setup for beginning to learn how to do rug tufting. And the way that I was watching this video, and I was like, I want to learn how to do that. And I'm like, God damn, girl, you have enough crafts. You do not need to spend... First of all, you don't have the money to spend. But, like, you do not... you do not... Is it a GoFundMe? I don't even know. It's like $500 or something like that. And I'm like, that's not a bad price. It's like a whole scroll frame and the little thing. You're telling yourself the same thing, right? You're just sitting there and you're like, I want to learn to do that. I could do that. If I had the right stuff, I could do that. And it's like, no, stop. Stop. No, I get that, Belzy. That was me with crochet. But crochet is a lot less expensive to try. It's a lot more of a accessible hobby to attempt versus I need to buy a tufting gun and a scroll and a frame and oh, interesting. I don't even know who that is. I just... Or, like, they keep going... Why are they behind the door in the bedroom? I'm going to go look. I know that James looked, but I'm going to double check. Because they just... Oh, I love pottery. I did it in high school. I did it in college. If I could find a place to do it where I didn't need to take lessons, right? I don't need to take lessons. I know what I'm doing. The first couple of throws I'm doing aren't going to be good because I haven't done it in years, but I need to find a studio that would like let me rent space to just have like a wheel and some clay. Oh, interesting, Allison. Yeah, so maybe if they want to charge you an arm and a leg for Midol, you just do that. You take, like, the... You know what's so funny? Acetaminophen is such a difficult word to say. It's ridiculous the way it's spelled. And that seems so much more straightforward. Paracetamol? Is that correct? But every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know how to say that word. But it looks so much easier. I would love to pick up pottery. Yeah. Like, I just need the wheel and the clay. Like, even if I don't keep anything that I make. You know, it just was... Pottery was one of the few times that my brain ever shut off. Because there's just so much that you're doing. Like, I would absolutely stream pottery. Rent and class are pretty much the same price. Yeah, it's very zen. Especially because the Potter's wheel, like the wheel that I like to use, is a kick wheel versus the standard pedal. So you have to kick it to make it go. So you have to kick it, and that makes the wheel spin. And so now you're physically active too. Like you're physically doing something instead of just like pushing the pedal. And so it literally engages like everything. Sees them as the same. Generic and name brand. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, throwing on the wheel is fabulous. One day. Alright. Ads are gonna roll here in like 20 seconds. So I'm gonna go smell behind my bedroom closet. Not because I don't trust my husband, but because he tends to be very blocked up with allergies versus me. And then we'll come back and we'll finish up this. And then we're going to get started on the color after I take a little video. Because I've been trying to take video as I work on this so I can upload it. Trying to, you know, do the grind of social media. Although I'll have to show you all what TikTok sent me. I sent it to my mods and I was like, this is why everyone's brain is so broken by social media. I'll show you all in a second. Everyone go sniff your closets. Yep, it's closet sniffing time, besties. I'll be back in a minute. Also, I'm going to ask you what your closets smell like when I get back, so be ready to answer. Okay. Be right back. Hey guys, I have some really important news to give you. My closet smells like a closet. I did, however, move a camera and open the door. I know, isn't that a shocker? So I opened the closet door and I put one of our no way. So I can see what they want. And it was funny because like I actually was able to get Artie to come into the room, and I was like, what do you want with the closet? And she just like went meow. And I'm like, okay, but what did you want with the closet? I'm so shocked that it doesn't smell like you. I mean, what? No, I'm not gonna finish that thought. I was gonna say, what does silicon smell like? But hi, and now that I have called you over to see what you wanted, you're gonna bother me, right? I smell like your walls. Maybe I just don't know what my walls smell like. At this point, is there a difference between your smell and Megan's closet? Really like to sleep in your clothes. She has slept on like, so our house is old and we have very limited closet space. So I have like bags on the floor, including like a couple of, you know, like faux leather ones. And she's definitely slept on those in the past. Hi. Is Artie o'clock? I have to charge my watch. Did I hear back from my neighbor yet? No. Wait. No. Because, like, now I feel bad. Although she does have read receipts on. I don't know why anyone in this day and age has read receipts on. It does not show that it's been read. It just shows that it's been delivered. And they're on vacation, so I don't expect her to be on her phone, you know? Yeah, Artemis says hi. I hear we're talking about me. And therefore, I am here. There's Goofy Movie Lorcana cards. That's fine. Coming out in the next set. I see a twitching tail, yeah. On August 29th. I don't remember what we were talking about before sniffing closets. Because I thought that I said that I had something else to add to it. Who pays you, Artie? Oh, I remember. We were talking about social media because we were talking about the tufter doodad, the rug tufting thing. So, you know, I know that I've talked about this before, right? How, like, algorithms make no sense and how, like, numbers are forced down your throat all the time as, like, even just, like, any kind of content creator. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what kind, Also, Allison, I just saw your picture of Wilf. I love how dramatic he is. He's like, ugh, Mom hates me. Anyway, I don't even know why I get weekly highlights from TikTok. I need to figure out how not to, because I lost, this is on Maple's account, okay? I lost a follower, and evidently that's better than the week before, where I guess I lost 7. So that was an improvement of losing 1 follower. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Like, I don't understand how you're not supposed to constantly be bombarded by numbers and stats and here are all the ways you're failing. Yay, I guess yay, I lost 1 follower and I suck less than last week. When I lost more followers. Like, it doesn't make sense. And it's just, like, unavoidable. And you're like, but I have been stuck at 19,000 followers on TikTok for Maple's account for well over, like, 2 years now. And I'm like, I hate this because it's an odd number. Can we please just get to 20? Yeah, we all need metrics to know how we're doing. No. See you later, Velzy. It's so dumb. And like I said, I don't even know. I've not noticed emails like this before from them. So I'm like, is this some new thing? Do I need to opt out of something else? Because, like, I don't want to know. I just want to post what I want to post when I'm able to. Like, leave me alone. Hi, Smoothie. How are you? Without hot water for over 12 hours? Tepid. Ugh. It's like they want to cause you anxiety. Yeah. It's like they want to let you know, hey, I guess this is what they want, is like, hey, you need you need to do more. You need to produce more in order to grow, reach people, gain followers. I don't know. Oh! Ma'am. Not her rolling onto the mouse and clicking things. But my shower's cold, it goes without losing too much pressure, and it's still hot. Ugh. You guys need to, like, combine somehow. People wonder why people are more anxious, stressed, and other yeah! Yeah! And it doesn't help those who already have mental health things going on, because it's like, hey, you know that feeling that you've gotten that you're not enough and you're not doing enough and you should be doing more? Guess what? It's true. And you're like, well, thanks. Thanks for that. I'm so glad that the one person you've never met and know nothing about shows not to know about your life. Yeah. They email to tell you, it makes it seem like a bigger deal. Like, I don't know if I'm losing or gaining followers because it's just stuck at 19K. 19.2. Hi, Have to Happy. How are you? Why round the number and then make a fuss about losing 2 people? Because it was more than 2 people. That's the thing, is that this week it was less. It was just 1 person. Last week was like 8 people. I want to pet the cat loaf. She's just... Hi. Yeah, that's why I'm doing better this week. Because I only lost 1. I'm up 6% or something. Ham! We should have named you Ponyo. Because you're a ham sandwich. Oh. Hey, James. That was. What do we do about a bunny in a yard when it's thundering? Do we leave him? Oh, you're going to a minor league baseball game? That's so fun. Who's playing? You just got that, Storm? It was nuts. They do. He has an indoor and an outdoor hutch. So we bring him back and forth in between the two. Because, surprise, surprise, he gets bored inside. So we could always bring him inside. The team that you messaged about? That's so fun. Yeah, I hope it's a great game. This is really hard. I just want you to know, I'm not moving the hand that I'm stitching with. This is how I have to have it right now. So when I'm grabbing the needle and thread from the underside, this is what it looks like. There's just this kitty here. There's just this kitty cat. It's a Yankees game. James will be happy. Yeah. Minor league Yankees. So it'll probably actually be a decent game instead of a major league one. Because right now, the way our teams are going, although yesterday was a good game for the Mets. We pulled that one out. Thank God. Oh, God, I love her. I love her so much. Look at her little nose. And her little paws. Ponyo would have been a good name for her, honestly, because of, like, Ponyo has red hair. And she's basically like an alien child learning about how to be a human. And if that's not what a cat is. Oh, also, this just made me remember what I read when I was on the phone. Petrichor, I love that even the shy pup came up to you and was like, hi. That was so sweet. Especially a stray. Animals are the best. Oh my God, that's a big stretch. Whoa. That was a giant stretch. See K-pop Demon Hunters eat self into stream. Hi, welcome in. Listen, there's been so much K-pop Demon Hunters happening in this stream. I also crocheted Rumi. Oh, you'll fit right in. And now I'm like debating because someone made a better, I won't say a better, but someone made like a really good pattern for the 3 girls. And so now I'm debating if I get that or if I keep making my own versions. I don't know. Favorite Saja boy? I mean, I'm assuming that are we taking Jinu out of it? Because if not, then him. Okay, well then him. If we're saying besides Jinu, I would say Baby. He cracks me up. Like the soft, pretty pastel boy with the deep voice. Gina's your fave too? Yeah. It's hard for him not to be, I feel like. He has like the most story, you know, the most character development, the most that we get to know about the character, so it's easier to... She keeps scooching closer. Look at those toes. Hi. Yeah, exactly. We don't have like the same backstory. We don't have all the same information, so... Oh, yes. She has flooped on the desk. Hold on. Oh, I can't even move the phone, the stand that the camera's on to show you. She's just laying down on the desk. Like directly under where my hand is while I'm cross-stitching. And she's so happy. And there's yarn. Everything that she loves. Already time, yep. Cat won't let you use the laptop. Cats are good at demanding, you know, attention. And being like, no, no, right now. Yelling at you the moment you walked in the door. Yeah, we're house sitting for our neighbors. So we have the chickens that we're taking care of. We have a bunny now and a cat. And the cat's little chirps are the cutest. They're so like little and baby sounding, and I love them. I'll play it again if you want to hear. I don't mind. I love it. Well, that's probably the next character that I'm going to attempt to crochet. I made Rumi in the outfit that she wears when they sing Free. I have to sew the sweater, but that was a lot of work. It was fun though. Idea already posted on Instagram. Except that I just used her hand. I don't have him done yet. So I just used her hands twice before they were attached to her body. But I will be making him in the same, like, from that same scene. And then I'll probably reshoot it. Solid idea. Ugh, I hate that I'm gonna run out of black and there's, like, just this much left to do. Things you don't... I mean... Listen... This video didn't do well, but... It was done! It was done! I just did it before her hands were attached to her body, so... Because she doesn't have demon marks on her hand. In that moment on the song. Not at that point. Not until the very end. At the very end. Plus, when you crochet something, like, I don't know, I guess you just have a limited amount of... Unless you make something giant, you can't always do every single little detail. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I just know that at the end of the song. Alright. Oh, what did I do for the transition on the last video? Because I have to... Oh, I think I had just zoomed in on the fabric. I gotta find it now. Because I have to do another transition from just this now. I think I'll do the white on this pattern next. That's the way that this person designed the pattern, and I thought it was cute. As someone who grew up with Tamagotchis, I like that idea of him coming, "Morning, Emily," and being like, "I have mail." Pictures. Ooh, I'll have to go take a look. Hi. Can I help you? Love you, sweet girl. I know, she's just like, "Hi, I'm here." Scissors. Where are my scissors? Are you sitting on them? Are they behind you? Huh? Where are they? Ma'am. Hello. They're not behind you. Where did you take them? Do you see Megan's scissors? Yeah, they're releasing the movie into theaters, which I think is wild. It's a very, like, short run thing. And only in select theaters. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think that's ever happened before with Netflix, where they, like, release a movie to Netflix and then are like, actually, let's put it in the theaters. Where are my scissors? They're over there! You're right, Petrichor. They were over there. You were right! Now I can get it. Already got off the desk. So, I'm no longer bound. But oh, you're hungry? Well, you shouldn't let your sister eat all your food. You're gonna have to learn how to tell her no when we're on the trip to the wedding, ma'am. Artie's like sitting looking at her food dish that's empty. Yeah, well, guess what, girly? If you don't tell her not to, she's gonna eat it. Alright. You betcha! She sure did. Because I was distracted and didn't pick it up, so... Such a sister. Such a chunker. Alright, where's this? Here we go. This is what we did before. Derpy, zooming in. Oh, is that where I left off? Okay. Hey Emily, your hairbrush is over there. It worked when Petrichor did it, maybe. Maybe it'll work again. Alright. Should I... We realized after that this is one row too high. I don't know if I should change it now or wait. I do know VeggieTales. I never watched VeggieTales, so I know what it is. I know the concept of it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. So if that was a VeggieTales reference, it went right over my head. So... I don't know, some kind of transition. It doesn't seem to affect the pattern. So this is the full pattern. We were looking at this earlier when I realized that I made the mistake. Hang on. Boop. So basically... it would not have 2 stitches of light blue. My only thing is, it's not square. That's what I can't decide if it bothers me more. Because it's not a perfect square then. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is why I was like, maybe I leave it for now, but not all Tamagotchi screens are square though. Let's do one more. Oh, bam! Okay. I have a couple of transition options now to make another video. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm going to keep working on what, like, the rest of the pattern, because I made a note on my pattern that there's a mistake. So that way, if I'm counting, I know not to, like, count off of this. Like, count off of the other stuff, because this is wrong. And I'm gonna leave it for now, and I'll see how it feels after I do the rest. Because maybe after I do the rest, I'm not going to care. Maybe after I do the rest, it's going to be super obvious, and I'm like, nope, gotta make the change. You write those on your patterns too? It works. It helps. Yeah, I'll figure it out, because as of right now, it's not really bothering me. But, again, you know, maybe once I add all the other details, it will. Hang on, Artie's going into the closet. Time to see what she wanted. Artie and Pippin both kept trying to go into this closet, so I'm like, what do you want? I opened it and moved the camera so I could see. Time to go to Narnia. Hey, James, look at my screen. And now she's back out. And she's done. Oh, I love her. Do you know what's in there? I don't know. That's something for James to investigate further. Good question. Don't have an answer. But James can find out. If you hear a girlish squeal, it's not me. And I mean, honestly, it could be anything from, like, yes, she is, it's a bug, to, like, yes, she is, it's a mouse, to, nope, she just... There's an interesting smell that she wants to smell. I'm gonna start asking questions like this IRL and people will be confused. Hi.
Nothing. No signs of bugs, rodent activity, nothing. No smells, just dust. You guys are being weird, huh?
Time to clean out the closet.
Yeah.
She's looking for where her food went. In your sister's stomach. Okay, so my neighbor just texted me back. She said, we actually don't have toys for him, with like a cringy smile. She goes, he often just plays with Maple and the kids. He's probably missing us. So is this now where I offer? And I should say, like, would you... She's looking for the brain cell. Is this where I just say, would you like me to bring something over for him? We have extras. She does. She has a little, a mini golden doodle. Who's like cat size. The kid literally, her Maple humps the cat. Like they're the same size. But her Maple is like maple syrup colored. You know, for dominance and what have you. Just this little poodle being like, nope. Okay, so yeah. I am sure that he is missing all his playmates. All his... I'm sure he is missing you all. If you would like, I have some extra things I can always bring over for him to play with. If not, that's okay too. Just thought I'd offer. Okay. This is how cat dog happened. Listen, this is, so, these neighbors are very, like, religious. The father, he's a pastor. She, like, always wears dresses. You know, it's just, it's not in, like, there's nothing wrong with that, first of all. Let me preface that. But I try to be careful with the jokes I make, because, like, one time we found out that the reason that they had to rehome the ducks that were living with the chickens is because the ducks kept trying to mate with the chickens. And I, being me, laughed and said, that's not how you make a turducken. But I'm glad that you guys are like, that's how cat dog happens and all that, like, because that's the way that my brain works. So I'm like, I take it literally. And I was like, I shouldn't have said that. That would have sent me. Yeah. See, you all understand. Thank you. He'd probably appreciate it. Come to think of it, the toys we've given him have been destroyed by Maple, so I just gave up on buying them. Okay. We can bring a few things by for him. I felt bad because he didn't want me to leave. So I'll bring some springs. I'll send like a photo to her of what we bring. Yeah. James.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I wondered if there might have been an extra reason. Yeah. I have... Hello. Oh. Hello. Hi.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan. Happy birthday to you. I know it's a little late, but we had dessert earlier.
Yeah, we had a lot of dessert left over. Oh, I have to think of... This is good. You did so good.
I know.
You've improved.
I let it cool.
Yeah.
That was the key.
Yep. I'm very impressed. Okay. I win!
Yes.
Don't smash it.
Intrusive thought.
I appreciate that. But I also appreciate the intrusive thought not being acted out because... Cake, please. It's funfetti cake, which is the best kind of cake. One year my mom got trick candles. Yay, cake! Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. I knew he had all the ingredients for it, and I'm not gonna lie, I could smell it cooking the first half of stream, so I knew what was happening, but I wasn't expecting him to bring it in. I thought he was just making it for, like, after stream. But he made it in the sprinkles, and... Only good vanilla cake is funfetti cake, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh. I wonder if Puppy Maple destroyed the toys and now Maple is a bit older, the toys might survive better. Yeah. I'm like, alright, we can bring some springs, some, like, something...
Yeah.
Like, even, like, a crinkle ball or something would probably survive a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what things we have extras of that would survive a puppy playing with them.
Or even that we just leave there momentarily until...
Yeah, but I don't mind. We have extra springs and they're not expensive to buy, so...
Yeah.
I just feel bad because he's like, don't leave me, I'm so bored.
Yeah, I know.
And I like how she's like, yeah, normally, I mean, 4 kids and a puppy is enough normally. I get that.
Right.
Like, you don't normally need a whole lot of extra...
Attention.
And extra, you know, activity. Thank you for my cake. I'm excited to eat it.
You're welcome.
Did you saran wrap it?
I put the microwave cover over it.
Okay.
If not, then this frosting sticks to it.
Well, you know the trick,
Or I
right?
have to tent it with like 1,000 toothpicks.
There you go. I was like, that's the trick, is you put toothpicks.
Yeah.
Didn't have cat toys either. She played with dog stuffies and tennis balls. Yeah, I mean, we could even bring, like, a tennis ball or something like that over, too. Because we have extras of those. Just, like, anything that Because, like, my Maple, loves tennis balls, too. He loves anything that rolls, Pippin, too. So, like, anything like that, I feel as though would just be helpful. Like, just something for him to do. A few friends I'm more careful about what I say with, they'll say some innuendo, and I have to bite my tongue because they don't even realize what they said. Yeah. Yeah, my parents had brought apple crumb cake, so I'm actually kind of glad that James didn't make the cake until now, because it would have... I couldn't... There's too much dessert. Does that have to do with food in the microwave? Make a circle out of cardboard to go around the cake. Interesting. You get a couple of trick candles mixed in with the other ones, so you're just like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, half of them go out and the other half are like... He's sweet, I'll keep him. What did she say? Right before your brother's 21st, and every 21st after that we were trick candles. I love that. What's everyone's, like, favorite kind of dessert for a birthday? It doesn't have to be a cake. Like, my brother's not a big cake person. He likes cookies. You're a cake person? Ice cream cake? Oh yeah, here, in case you didn't see him before, this is the kitty that we're babysitting. If you would like, it's a very cute kitty, okay?
Would you like breakfast? Yeah. Hi. Hello, sweet boy. Hi. Want to eat food? Yeah.
But just his little, like... But then I was trying to bring the bunny outside, and I'm at the top of 1800s house stairs, which are really, like, narrow, and he's like, I'm gonna rub on your feet and not let you move. And I'm like, I have a bunny. Please don't make me trip. Like, he's literally on my feet. Like, no, you can't go. No, little Tux. I think he looks a lot like Maple in the face. Maple has, like, different color, like, he's less black.
Really? You're not just saying that because you want whatever I'm eating? You're not. Oh. You're gonna eat this? For sure. Yeah, you're not gonna just sniff it and walk away. You won't? Wow. Alright, should we try?
It's about to roll right now, Emily. By the way, this is a piece of apple from Apple Crumb Cake, and look at his face. He's like, why? He's like, I don't actually want apple, Mom. I know I was saying I wanted what you have, but actually, why are you eating that? Why are you eating fruit? Ew, gross. Alright. Ads are about to roll, so we will... Opinions are being expressed, yeah. When your kitty was that young, yeah. We'll play some words on stream. It's a good chance to get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, move your laundry, take your meds, take a stretch break, look at cat toys, you know, whatever. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for sitting through ads if you get any. I appreciate you. Alrighty. Sorry, I decided to get up and walk around, and I went and I found a bunch of cat things for Sonic. Because I was like, I didn't get anything with, like, catnip, because I don't know how they feel about that. I don't know how he'll feel about that either. Like, some cats get real loopy from it. And I would rather not have him, like, destroy everything because he's, you know, never had catnip before. But, like, a couple of the toys smell like catnip because they're in the box with all the catnip toys. So it's, like, catnip adjacent. But one of the ones that I looked at and I was like, no. We have, like, some rainbow mice. But I got a jingle ball. I have a couple of springs. I have a crinkle ball. And then I have a toy that my mom made that's soft. They're technically dog toys, but she made a couple little ones. And again, I leave them in with, like, the catnip stuff so that they get a scent to them. And they're just, like, a good size for them to, like, kick or wrestle with. So I figure that seems like a good assortment to give him to have something to do, I feel like. I know. How are you? I can show you what I have, and you can let me know. I think that's okay. I was also trying to think of things that, like, the dog won't destroy. Which is why I got the one toy that's, like, also meant for a dog to play with. Had some training stuff today and ended up on a movie set. Well, that's pretty cool. Are you allowed to say what movie? Spider-Man 4. Very cool. I've seen a lot of, like, the stuff that they've been doing, all, like, the live filming. That's really neat. Nice job, silly. All over your city right now? Yeah, I've heard that they've, like, shut down a lot in order to film. At least, like, as far as, you know, cars and stuff like that. This won't be enough, but I'll start with it. That makes sense. That's really cool, though. Did you get to, like, see anything? Like, I've seen a lot of videos of, like, people watching cool stunts or things happening. You were in a commercial before? That is cool. Was also being used by the crew. It was filled with extras. Wow. Welcome back. Not being pumped up. Oh. What? So how are they, how is that considered fixed? If the water isn't pumping to the whole building, I'm so confused. Oh, it's still broken. I mean, tepid water is better than, like, freezing water for washing your hair. Not great, but a little bit better. I hate that. Nothing is worse than, like, taking a shower and the water going cold as you're showering and you're not done. Marginally better, but not good, yeah. Also kind of chilly. See, like, a tepid shower to me is nice when you've been, like, outside in the summer, all, like, you know, in the garden or at the pool or whatever. It can be, like, nice to just kind of cool off. But yeah, not if it's not, like, a scorching temperature outside. It's never nice to take a cooler shower. Thank you! He's very cute. I have cake for dessert tonight. Oh, hey, James. We don't have dinner for tonight. You have cake? Is that not dinner? I mean, cake isn't exactly filling, but I guess if you eat enough of it. Chicken nuggets and fries or pasta? Okay. Yeah, I don't have, like, garlic bread. Well, we could do pasta. We have sauce. I just don't have garlic bread. I feel like I would be hungry again, though, if I just had cake for dinner, unless I ate a gross amount of cake. You know? Fair? Yeah. Like, I feel like I have to eat a lot of cake. Adulting means having cake for dinner. One of my favorite things. Hungry again in an hour, yeah. That's the issue. Like, cake for dinner is fine. But it's not like a filling thing. One of my favorite things growing up, like, I have stories about when my grandparents used to watch me. Like one time they let me have Fruit Loops as a snack before bed. Needless to say, when my parents came home, I was not, in fact, asleep. Because I was wired with all the sugar. Another time, and this one I don't remember, but, evidently, girl dinner! Evidently, my grandmother gave me ice cream for breakfast once. Because, and I quote, they were out of milk. So, you know, I mean, ice cream is made there. There is milk involved. But, fair to a point. I don't remember that one, but I remember the Fruit Loops one, because I remember, like, my parents coming home, and I was just, like, in my room, and I was like, hi, how was your date? What were you doing? Like, I was just, and they're like, why are you up? What's going on? And I'm like, I had a really great time. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I was just going, just rambling. Yeah, milk plus, like, sugar and cold and churning equals ice cream. Ice cream and time, yeah. Time and milk would be cheese. But, like, I think you need to add some sugar, too, for ice cream. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't really eat ice cream because I'm lactose intolerant, so. I was not, like, lactose intolerant at that time. My grandparents didn't, like, screw me by giving me ice cream. I grew into being lactose intolerant when I was 7. Isn't that fun and quirky? I've never grown out of it, which is really rude. I also grew into it as a teen. Were you lactose intolerant that young? I know people can be. It's just gotta be, like, wild to... It's gotta be hard to figure out when your kids are really young. Had a special formula? Yep. Oh, you grew out of it. Oh, in the sense that you hated milk. Oh. So is it just that you don't like milk? Or can you actually have it now? Because you can grow in and out of allergies, which is very unhelpful and kind of scary to think about. Like, surprise! You're now allergic to this. Oh. Not a fun surprise. I never liked straight milk, only with cookies. Sure. Cookies, or I got chocolate milk at school. Yeah, I was never a straight milk drinker either. I was okay with like strawberry, like Nesquik or stuff like that. I can't just have it plain. Like even now as an adult, there's like Nesquik in my house because if I'm gonna drink milk, that's the only way I'm doing it. You got the special formula being made to drink milk in nursery? Oh, that's terrible. Collecting allergies. You know, of all the things, don't you wish that you had some kind of say in what your body wanted to collect? Because gosh, doesn't it seem like it's allergies, illnesses, pain? Like, it's pretty rude. That's interesting. I'm not a coffee drinker. This year's felt like a bad year for hay fever. Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't really have that issue, but my hubby does. And I would think that he's had some more allergies with that this year. High strength antihistamine, yeah. Oh, James could tell you all kinds of stuff about that Got Milk campaign. James loves history and weird facts. So, could he tell you all about why drinking milk was pushed? Why dairy in general? Oh, I can! Because you're right. It was a forced thing. It was a campaign by the government. You should come in here and tell everyone. We can have a tea time with James. I hear him getting up.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Alright, chat. Are you ready to learn something new and then be able to go to sleep?
Okay, so the reason why the dairy industry was pushed as hard as it was, the 18th Amendment in the United States, for those who are not familiar with
United States Constitution was the prohibition of alcohol. So the government banned the manufacture and consumption of alcohol in the United States in the early 1900s. But bars and local establishments like that were going to go out of business, and alcohol back then was a big driver towards social interactions. So like you go to a bar and like meet people and hang out with people in your neighborhood and, you know, maybe meet your future wife and stuff like that. So they realized that social element still needed to happen, but they banned alcohol. So what they decided was, we're going to go with milk. One of the things that you can make with milk is ice cream. So back during Prohibition, ice cream became a huge thing. Like this whole ice cream parlor or ice cream socials and all that other stuff replaced bars.
Obviously, milk is the next logical choice.
The government tried to replace bars with ice cream socials with ice cream.
That's a drastic difference.
It is. So, like, because the government banned booze, they were like, let's go with ice cream. They had to find something that would draw people, and back then refrigeration wasn't really a thing, so like the next best thing they could figure out that you had to go outside of your house to get was ice cream. So now they had like ice cream socials and all this other stuff, and eventually, you know, the 21st Amendment came around. They unbanned alcohol with the 21st Amendment, but the government unintentionally created a whole like social aspect and like prestige around ice cream, so people still had like high demand for it. During World War II, because of this like whole high demand for ice cream, mind you, that was like maybe 10 15 years ish prior to the war, the American population still viewed ice cream as like this huge social phenomenon. They literally had like 2 warships, quote unquote warships, dedicated to the manufacturing and production of ice cream during World War II, that were deployed both in the European front and the Pacific front. The only way you can get ice cream is if you have dairy. So, the United States government realized that there was a huge need for dairy during World War II because they had to give their troops ice cream. For morale, they had to produce this. So the United States government said, all right, well, we're going to start giving money to dairy farmers. If you decide that on your farm you want to raise cows for the sole production of dairy, we're going to give you extra money on top of whatever you make from what you produce. So milk started becoming subsidized by the United States government. They said, okay, you're going to raise cows for dairy. We'll give you extra money on top of everything that you're going to make. Fast forward 1960s, 1970s, the United States government convinced millions of farmers across the country to go from agricultural to more, well, I shouldn't say agricultural, convinced them to go from crop to dairy. So we had so much milk, we didn't know what to do with it, right? And the United States government still had to pay these subsidies to these farmers because they promised, we'll pay you more money if you produce milk. So then the government started so then they said, all right, well, what else can you make other than milk, other than ice cream with milk? You can make cheese. So then these farmers started turning their excess milk into cheese. The government started buying the cheese. There are literal caves in certain states. We have a strategic cheese reserve in the United States. So like in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan was like, wait, we have way too much cheese. We need to get rid of some of this cheese, right? So
I love that that's what Ronald Reagan was concerned about. They were
spending money on it, and they had stupid amounts of cheese in a cave. So he's like, we got to get rid of this cheese. What are we going to do with it? Let's give it to the education department, right? So this whole government cheese thing that like started in the 1980s, I don't know if you ever heard that term before. Some of your older millennials might have. But they started giving cheese away to schools and like to like food benefit programs. They were like, you can get cheese for like pennies on the dollar, because we just had so much of it that they were just trying to give it away because it was just like sitting in caves doing nothing. To this day, we still have a strategic cheese reserve. Again, because dairy farmers are still being subsidized by and it all flows back to Prohibition.
That was my band name in high school.
Strategic Cheese Reserve?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so that's the very down and dirty.
But that's
run
also
of-
where the Got Milk campaign came in.
Yes, I'm sorry, you're right.
Because
So in the 1980s and early 1990s, the government was like, we're subsidizing milk farmers. We got too much cheese in our caves. We need the population to get behind buying milk from the milk farmers, right? Or from the dairy farmers. So then, like, the whole Got Milk commercials and stuff like that isn't from, like, dairy farmers or isn't from, like, a milk company. Got Milk is a government ad campaign from the Food and Drug Administration because they were desperate for the American public to buy more milk so the government wouldn't have to subsidize it as much, which would then lead to the more influx of the cheese caves and everything, and kind of like help alleviate some of the costs of the their promised subsidies. They didn't sell so much milk. So yeah.
I love when people are like passionate about stuff and share things like.
I love history.
Yeah. Milk was very forced on us in the 90s and 2000s.
Oh God, yeah. Just Google "Got Milk" or like go to YouTube and hit Google or YouTube "Got Milk" and you'll see the commercials that were.
Oh, every celebrity was
had like
in
a milk
one.
mustache, which was really just Elmer's glue.
Yeah, James likes history.
Yeah, love history. I actually thought about going back and getting my master's in it.
You'd be good at it.
I wouldn't make enough money in it though, which is the only downside. If I ever did, it would be for my own.
Yeah.
Milk bags? No, we had cartons. The bags was more of a European thing.
I feel like some of that was because of its benefits.
No,
So
so
here's-
a lot of those studies about like benefiting bone strength and all that other stuff was again a psyop from the U.S. government because they were just like, we need to push the sales of milk on the population. What can make people want to buy milk? It's good for your health.
Fun fact, if you eat a healthy diet that is varied in fruits and veggies and meats and
Yes.
all of that, you don't really need
Sorry, Petrichor.
to...
You're semi-right. Cereal sales were also tied very much into the milk campaign. So, like, General Mills and all those other companies work closely with the government, the FDA, into getting their cereals approved. And then their whole thing with, like, during commercials, you would always see milk being poured gloriously into a bowl of cereal. Part of that whole push to buy more milk.
You interrupted what I was saying.
Sorry,
No. Oh, yeah, like, if you took a multivitamin as a kid and you ate a decent amount of, like, again, fruits, veggies, meats, proteins in general, you got all the vitamins you needed. If you're, like, you can take all the vitamins in the world. Your body can only absorb so much. A lot of the vitamins that we take just process through our urine and come right back out without benefiting us at all because there's too much. Like, if you're taking... And again, now this isn't for... Like, I have a vitamin B deficiency. You can absolutely have a vitamin B deficiency. Or any kind of vitamin deficiency, and you need to take vitamins because you're not getting enough of it. That is absolutely true. But, like, for most people, if they're not deficient, if you just take, like, a multivitamin, that's all you need. You don't need to, like, do anything else. I'm learning so much, yeah.
Big milk is a scam. Big cheese is a scam.
Sheldon wasn't entirely joking when he called multivitamins expensive pee.
Yeah.
Do you know why they're called soap operas?
I do not.
I don't.
I feel like that's because they would stand on top of soapboxes and like preach and just.
Oh, I have like some toys over there that we're gonna bring.
Okay.
Hey James, I was thinking we might want to like cover the cake just because we had the ants issue.
Well, I covered it with the microwave thing.
Okay, that's not airtight. Or add some saran wrap to the holes of the microwave cover to make it
Yeah.
airtight so that you're not. I
Well,
just.
I haven't seen an ant since I sprayed.
Okay, I don't want to see ants and I don't want my cake going stale.
Fair.
If I need to get like that, then I will. It's gonna go stale if air can reach it. Soap companies used to sponsor them. Oh,
That makes sense.
interesting. I didn't know that. I can saran wrap it, James. He doesn't like using saran wrap. He's not good at it. Well, we've all learned something new, so we can be done for the day. If James wants to info dump, he's welcome in my book. Yes. Absolutely. I think that having, like, tea time with James is fun. It definitely has to be, like, something of relevance, because he could just info dump about anything all the time. My eyes glaze over sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it when people are passionate about stuff, but sometimes I'm like, I don't... I didn't ask. I didn't ask for this. Oh, marriage. I was saying I can saran wrap it if you don't want to.
Just did.
Oh, you just covered the microwave thing?
So I think like the most interesting fact about that whole tirade that I just went on is that the fact that we had 2 warships during World War II dedicated to making ice cream.
Oh, he could give you
That's
sources.
That's like the fact that in modern day, like in the modern day United States military, we are capable of deploying a Burger King anywhere in the world within 24 hours.
And yet,
I'm not saying
I'm not going to get political.
Yeah,
I could
I know.
go.
I get it.
Please don't brag about that because children are literally starving
I understand. I'm just
because
saying,
people aren't
like,
doing shit to help.
But it's like, okay, we had ice cream ships during World War II. It's just it's a matter of logistics, and it's impressive that we can do that.
Anyway, wait, don't go. Nell was saying, do you know about the milk snatcher in the UK?
No.
Feels like a logical aside.
The milk snatcher?
I wish I could ask my grandpas about ice cream during the war.
It was a huge thing. Ice cream socials. They're what like a lot of kids grew up with because bars were banned during Prohibition. A lot of beer manufacturers, like one of my favorite beers of all time, Yingling, when Prohibition happened, they were banned from making booze, so they said, okay, we'll switch over to ice cream. They already had the refrigeration that was required for beer, so they just started making ice cream.
They still have ice cream.
They did. Well, their ice cream plant like shut down for a long time, came back recently. I think it shut down again. I haven't seen it in stores in a long time, but I really liked it. It was like my favorite ice cream too.
Yeah, James really likes this one podcaster, the Fat Electrician.
Oh, he's so good.
And he does a lot of these like rambly.
He's how I learned about the whole milk and ice cream, and this guy's like, he's got his sources and he has binders full of like all the National Archive stuff, and it's great. I'm gonna go Google milk snatcher now.
I put photos of milk bags in your Discord. Wow, out of context. Cut free milk for schools. She known as Thatcher the Milk Snatcher. Interesting. How would I go about learning about milk ships? That is a good question. And I am sure that James can give some guidance on that. Ice cream ships. And also, James, read Nell, like, right above Emily. Became known as Thatcher Milk Snatcher. My local team is having a Bluey night. What does a Bluey night entail? Is there stuff? Oh my gosh! If there's neat pictures, I'd love to see. Born decades later, but people would still call. Yeah. Oh yeah, nicknames like that stick. Ice cream barge. There you go. Remember I told you, Sharn, that he has links? Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please don't dox things. And you also don't have to DM me. You don't have to share anything you are not comfortable with. I just think that's adorable. Oh no, I know that you weren't like questioning it. I just think that it's funny that he's like, yeah, you want to learn more about this? Here you go. Like it didn't take him long to get those sources. That's what cracks me up. He's like, I got this. I know what I have to look up. I got it saved. Listen up, history nerds. Right? I love how being called a nerd was a bad thing back in the day. Or it wasn't meant as like a nice thing, and now all of us are like, nah, freaking love nerds. They're the best. Gotta go to bed? No worries. Have a good night. I hope you dream of ice cream. Oh, Emily, at first, I thought that when you said the Bluey night thing, I thought it was like at the ball, like, because I know you said that you're going to a game tonight. And I thought that it was like I thought it was happening. And that's why I was like, oh, send me a picture. I didn't know it was just the event info. I thought that there was like something happening at the ballpark. But that's fun. Yeah, I know a couple of places have been doing things. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. It's Bark at the Park tonight? Heck yes. Bark at the Park is on Tuesdays for us. Definitely the best night to go. I agree. Puppies, baseball. Doesn't get much better. Heck, one of the cool gifts that I got for my birthday was a jersey. It's a Mets jersey. So like baseball is good. Or the oh, I love that. I got a Lindor jersey. I got one of the City Connects ones, which is the, like, I really wanted that. I love those. I have like a bunch of older jerseys from like back in the day. But I haven't gotten anything like recent. And I love the City Connect jerseys. And I was like, man, I really want to get them before they end up like changing anything. And last year, near the end of the season, they had like a sale on hats. They didn't have a sale on jerseys, but I got a City Connect hat. So now I actually have like a hat and a jersey that match, and I'm excited. So but yeah, I was not expecting that. They did a good job being sneaky. Oh, he's rehabbing in your area? That'd be cool. That was always neat when we used to go to like Trenton Thunder games. Back when they were affiliated with the Yankees, sometimes you would see players like rehabbing. What was Trenton Thunder considered? They were a double A. No, I dropped the thread. Dang it. I'm gonna have such big blocks of color to fill in when this is all done. Which can be really nice. It's kind of mindless. So it can be a nice thing to do when you're just looking... You don't want to count. Like, once all this stuff is done, I just will have to fill in around it. Sometimes you want to focus on it, and sometimes you're like, I just want to stitch, but I don't want to have to count or think or reference a pattern. And that's when this comes in. Oh my. There's like a little gnat in the office. Could you gnat? Yep. I am using the, what the pattern calls for. Just a different background instead of white. Like a different fabric, I should say. I got a fly in my room I don't feel like dealing with. Does your cat not chase flies? Mine do. Which is adorable. Coco was a fly hunter too, which was funny. Big chocolate lab, little fly. Apparently not. Oh, sweet boy. So, yesterday when James was bringing the garbage cans out, he ended up talking with the Beagle's owner. Evidently, the Beagle is 16. Patch's mortal enemy is 16. And evidently, if he doesn't take her for a walk, she gets mad. Gotta go, have fun. Then go to bed. More Spider-Man shenanigans in the morning. I hope that you get to see some cool stuff. If you gotta have to be like, you know, put out by the production and all of that. I hope that you get to watch something cool happen. I heard them shout action a lot. That's neat. I know. That's an old puppo. Back so sweaty. Mood. I understand. See you later. Made good progress on this today. Able to do the whole top of the outline. the white down at the bottom and 3 of the tiger stripes up at the top. That was a productive stitching afternoon. This is here. I can at least start on this little spot. Use up what's left of my thread. No, I'm trying to snooze the ads. I don't need them to play right now. We're wrapping up. I don't need another stretch break. It got cloudier out. I'm kind of hoping it rains just to try and break some of this humidity. Because, ick. I don't like soup. I don't like to walk through soup. I don't like this being on this side, but because of the fabric that I have, the excess on the other side, I didn't want to clip the frame over there. So, because normally I don't have this on the top side because my hand's in the way, or it's in the way of my hand, I guess. So I normally have it on the other side because my right hand stays under my fabric. So it's just kind of awkward, but it's fine. It's only really awkward when I'm over there. I just had this moment when I was pointing and the highlighter was open of, don't drop the highlighter, you'll ruin your fabric. And then my stomach immediately just went, like as soon as you think that, that's exactly when you're about to do the thing, you know? You're gonna make the mistake. Had rain and thunderstorms yesterday. It made things more humid. Yeah, that's true. It could do that too. You are not wrong. Tomorrow we're doing crowd control Sims, which should be fun and chaotic. So I hope you guys will come back, hang out while we do that. But I think after this Pokemon we shall wrap up. Just because I gotta go take care of other critters and figure out what to make for dinner. Yay! Honestly, air fried chicken nuggets and fries sound pretty good. I don't have to really do anything other than shake the air fryer thing halfway through. Hey James, you want to start getting ready to go? Okay. Evidently we're supposed to get rain at 7 o'clock. So that'll be perfect. Bun will be back inside. Chickens will be taken care of. We got so much done today. Oh. Did they just do an update? Wait. Wasn't there an update coming to The Sims? I did, yeah. We got a lot done. The whole, like, case and all the little white things. A bug update, yeah. You know, they fixed one thing and they broke 6 others. My mods and stuff better not be broken. 1 step forward and 20 back. Yup. Absolutely. Alright, well, I'll make sure... No, I'm talking about The Sims, but also applicable, right? Oh, I'm sure that they fixed one bug. The bug that they wanted to fix. I'm sure that they fixed it. But... They probably broke, like, 5 other things they didn't mean to. Okay. Well, on a skedaddle. Let me see. You know what? Let's go see the chickens. Since I'm gonna go see chickens. We'll go over and say hi to the chickens. That sounds good to me. Yeah. That way I can just say hello and then I can run and go actually take care of all the... It's so long. It takes me over an hour to take care of everything in the morning without James. Like, to do my pets here, to do their pets over there. Like, it's a thing. So, anyway. Thank you all for being here, for hanging out, keeping me company, for chatting, for being all interested in James's milk history. I think that's so interesting. Certain types of history are very interesting to me, and some of them, you know, the ones that we had to learn in school, not as much. Anyway, have a great rest of your time zone. I'll see you all tomorrow at 3 for Sim Shenanigans. Okay, let's go see chickens. Goodbye.